It's Monday and you're watching Mass Appeal. That makes me Seth Stubman.
And I'm Ashley Cole. And Seth Stubman, you have a little 5 o'clock shadow going on. Did you lose your razor and shaving cream?
No, we'll get to that later. But more importantly, speaking of fashionable things, you went to Fashion Week.
I did. Earlier this season, I went to Fashion Week in Boston. It was my first time ever seeing a runway show up close.
What was it? What's the atmosphere? Is it all sophisticated and hard? I feel like it's people going like that. And
it is.
Maneuvers.
Oh my gosh, it's fascinating. It was a 3-hour-long fashion show, and I could have kept watching. And I'm not a big fashion person.
I'd be done after about 10 minutes.
But I got a lot of good stuff, and we're going to bring it to you all week long. We're going to tell you all about fashion designers and what they're like and what inspires them. We're going to show you the looks on the runway. So stay tuned. It's going to be a big week. We're going to kick it off with just kind of giving you an inside look at what Fashion Week is all about. Check it out.
Fashion.
Diamond, sequins, rhinestones, leather, lace, you'll find it all here at Boston Fashion Week.
For the past 6 years, the Emerging Trends Runway Show runs during Boston Fashion Week at the Boston Center for the Arts inside the Cyclorama. We got a chance to chat with some designers beforehand about how runway fashion makes its way into our closets.
Something like this, which is a couture piece, basically, it's handmade, you know, it's pretty far out there, you know, as far as design goes. Someone else could see this, a small producer or something, and they see that and they're like, I really like that element, but I want to boil it down. And for my customers who, you know, maybe wouldn't wear something so outrageous, it's like stealing, but it's not really. But I always thought that was just the way the industry works. But the thing with clothing is that you can't copyright designs in Canada and in the States because clothing's considered utilitarian. So you can't say I'm copywriting my design. So people can take inspiration or, you know, steal it from there, and that's why you see all the big designers and you say, oh, you know, pink is really trendy this season, and you see copycats almost of the design, and it's because you can't say no one can make this.
RUFUS DIXON IV explained how and when he realized his passion for fashion design.
Probably like 9th grade. I took sewing classes in high school, and my sewing teacher was great. She was like, you have really good talent, and like she really helped me along. And probably junior year when everyone was looking for jobs, I was like, I don't want to work in an office. Like, I want to do something fun and creative. And she was like, do fashion design. And I was like, fashion design it is. And here I am.
Fashion Week is a time for up-and-coming designers to see their dreams come true and show the world what they're capable of creating.
I hope to show people that, you know, someone who comes from like a humble place or humble roots, that you know, that there's you can do what I'm doing. Basically, it was such a big step, and I was so nervous, and you know, to be able to make that leap and see where you can go. Like for me to be here is just like, it's unbelievable, you know, and all the things I've done, and I want to show people that, you know, like it's possible to live out your dreams.
Even if you aren't an aspiring designer, there is still a valuable message that we can all take away. Designer NAOMI Davidoff shares her message.
Really just be yourself in your fashion and wear your own inner persona, and don't be afraid to kind of, you know, get crazy, be elaborate and fantastical and wild with what you're wearing.
I asked RUFUS DIXON IV what we can expect to see on the runway this year.
A lot of glamour, a lot of leather, a lot of sexy silhouettes, some skin here and there, but only suggestive, so it's not too raunchy, but it's just enough sex appeal.
Inspiration, creativity, dedication, drive. These designers are pursuing their passion and will use Boston Fashion Week as a launch pad to their career and continue to influence the fashion industry.